Well, I was in World War II in Europe. I got a battlefield commission, and I think this place brings tears to your eyes when you think about all the people that were lost during the war and all the ones that have gone since then. We're getting to be a very few in number anymore. But and I thank y'all for taking time and the people that put this together. It's really wonderful. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I wouldn't have thought it last week. The people that put this together is something else, I'll tell you. I really appreciate it. They don't know how much. And everything has been good. It's been wonderful. I don't know how we could ever thank everybody.
It was on New Britain Island, and we was on a patrol. So I was the last man on the patrol behind. There's about 12 of us. And I looked back directly and I saw a tall native. He was over 6 foot tall. And he was just, I guess he figured he was joining us. And he was coming along behind, and he had a spear longer than he was. So I couldn't look ahead or to one side besides looking back at him. And he followed us about an hour, but he disappeared in the jungle directly. So kind of relieved me. And at the end of the island was the town called Revolve, and that's where the Japanese wound up. Finally, we chased them down the island, and they wound up close to Revolve. But we was about the middle of the island on that patrol, and this native, I guess he just figured he was going to join us, but I kept my eye cut back at him. But he phased out directly after about an hour. I guess he figured he was going to help us. It was kind of scary.
Well, we was cruising around over the ocean. They said that's our next bombardment. Everything got ready. Here we went. We bombarded it. Battle wagon, cruiser. Tin cans. So after we got through with it, they started sending them in.
You were on the ship, and I guess you could see the battle going on?
No, we pulled back out. When we done our job, the others came in, transports. But after we done our work, we moved out and the landing force moved in. So that was a bad deal. Okinawa is where we based at, and they was still snipers. They'd lose men, they wouldn't let nobody move around on Okinawa. They were still killing them all snipers. They'd hide on trees and any place. But it didn't last long when we finally got started.
Think of the memorial.
Hey,
wonderful.
Great.
Tremendous. Something else. Something else.
What do you like about it?
Well, I don't know, it just stands for something.
Yeah, it is.
Something
It
good.
stands for something good.
Well, main thing is going to be there.
Yeah.
It'll always be there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people coming by and seeing it too.
Something people can be proud of.
World War II, we didn't have a memorial, and now we have one.
Yeah.
It's good.
And I think what Well County and these state representatives and our congressmen is doing. It's just there's no words to describe.
They were great doing all this. All three of them.
Yeah.
Was it good to see so many kids in there thinking about?
Oh,
Yeah, it's good to see them kids.
Some of these young people shook our hands and appreciated it.
Yeah.
You know.
Makes you feel good.
And we even saw 2 or 3 Vietnam, and we appreciated them. Boys, young people.
Yeah, there's one black, one guy there was really, you know, the World War that didn't get too much attention. And that's sad too, you know. I don't care what the war is. The guys that needs the attention. They need to be. Somebody needs to, you know,
Recognize
them. Yeah.
We live in the greatest country in the world.
No doubt about that.
Amazing, amazing.
6 years ago, I got a letter from Bob Dole. He said, "You're a veteran of World War II, and if you would like to contribute to the World War II Memorial, you're free to do so." I sent him a nice check, never dreaming I'd ever get to see it.
I was up there when he dedicated it and,
Sure enough?
didn't get to see it.
Well, I'll declare. Really something.
I'm one of the sergeants who changed the guard here, and somebody asked me to come out and talk to you guys. You had some questions. Is there any particular questions you had in mind, or just
How long do you have to walk, sir?
How long?
Yeah.
In the summer, a half hour.
Is that when they change guards every 30 minutes?
Yes, sir. And then in the winter, it's an hour. It's a half hour in the summer because we wear the big suits and they don't want anybody passing out.
Why do you have the bayonet on your rifle doing that? That's kind of dangerous.
Oh. Well, it's being as there's two reasons for that. The old guard, the 3rd Infantry Regiment that we're drawn from, is the only unit who's allowed to have their bayonets fixed during pass and review, and we generally have them fixed during ceremonies. And this is a ceremony, and it's also a guard post, so we'd like to think we could use them if we had to. But we're not allowed to. I use it to put butter on my toast.
I understand during Katrina that y'all elected to go ahead and march instead of, when it blew in and causing all that.
Oh, the hurricane? Yeah, they tried to unpost us and we refused. They tried to have us go up into the memorial display room, we call it, and look down from the windows in the memorial display room. But they decided that the box was sufficient enough, that green shack that you see over there on the left side of the plaza area, and it didn't get to the point where anybody's life was in immediate danger, so they continued on with the mission.